Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'll be discussing about the topic human excretory system. This is from the chapter Excretory Products and Their Elimination from Class 11 Biology. Let's start with today's topic. In humans, the excretory system consists of a pair of kidneys, one pair of ureters, a urinary bladder and a urethra. You can see these structures in the diagram. A pair of kidneys, one pair of ureters, urinary bladder and urethra. Kidneys, these are primary excretory organs in humans. They remove nitrogenous waste, urea from human body and also play very important role in osmoregulation. Ureters transport urine from kidneys into urinary bladder. Here in the urinary bladder, urine is stored for some time. Then through urethra, urine is passed out of the body. Now you can see here some of the other structures associated with the excretory system. Inferior vena cava. This carries deoxygenated blood from kidneys towards heart. Okay, adrenal gland is an endocrine gland that secretes several hormones. Okay, renal artery supplies oxygenated blood to kidneys. Renal vein carries deoxygenated blood from kidneys into inferior vena cava. Okay, dorsal aorta is supplying oxygenated blood into renal artery that is supplying the oxygenated blood to kidneys. Okay, so these are the various structures associated with human excretory system. Now, kidneys are reddish brown bean shaped structures. They are situated between the levels of last thoracic and third lumbar vertebra, close to the dorsal inner wall of the abdominal cavity. I repeat this once again. Kidneys are situated between the levels of last thoracic and third lumbar vertebra, close to the dorsal inner wall of the abdominal cavity. Now, moving to the next. Each kidney of an adult human measures 10 to 12 centimeters in length, 5 to 7 centimeters in width, 2 to 3 centimeters thickness and average weight of 120 to 170 grams. So these are the measurements of human kidneys. Now towards the center of the inner concave surface of the kidney is a notch called hilum. Okay, inner to the hilum is a broad funnel shaped space called the renal pelvis with projections called calyces. You can see here in the diagram, this is hilum, a notch present in the inner concave surface of the kidney. Through this hilum, blood vessels, nerves, ureter enter. Okay, now inner side you can see a broad funnel shaped renal pelvis with calyces. Okay, so this is the notch, hilum and the inner broad funnel shaped renal pelvis with calyces. Okay, now moving to the next. The outer layer of kidney is a tough capsule called renal capsule. Okay, inside the kidney there are two zones, an outer cortex and an inner medulla. Okay, the medulla is divided into few conical masses called medullary pyramids. Okay, the cortex extends in between the medullary pyramids as renal columns called columns of Bettini. You can see here in the diagram. Okay, this is an outer tough covering, that is renal capsule. Okay, and the kidney is having two zones. Okay, this outer zone is cortex and the inner zone is called medulla. Okay, and medulla is divided into medullary pyramids like this. These are the medullary pyramids. Okay, now, and you can see here the cortex part is extending between the medullary pyramids, and these are called renal columns or columns of Bettini. These are the renal columns extending between the medullary pyramids in the kidney. Okay, now moving to the next. Nephrons are the functional units of kidneys. I repeat this once again. Nephrons are the functional units of kidneys. Each kidney consists of 1 million nephrons. Okay? And each nephron has two parts, the glomerulus and the renal tubule. Okay? Glomerulus is a tuft of capillaries formed by the afferent arteriole, a fine branch of renal artery. Okay? I repeat this once again. Glomerulus is a tuft of capillaries formed by an afferent arteriole, that is a fine branch of renal artery. And the blood from the glomerulus is carried away by an efferent arteriole. You can see here in the diagram. Okay, so this is afferent arteriole. This is a fine branch of renal artery. It is forming a tuft of capillaries. This tuft of capillaries is called glomerulus. Okay, now, and here you can see efferent arteriole that carries blood away from glomerulus. Okay, so this is about afferent arteriole, glomerulus and efferent arteriole. After this, now renal tubule begins with a double-walled cup-like structure called the Bowman's capsule, which encloses the glomerulus. Okay, glomerulus along with Bowman's capsule is called Malpighian body or renal corpuscle. Okay, you can see here in the diagram. Okay, this is Malpighian corpuscle. Okay, and it consists glomerulus and a cup-like structure, Bowman's capsule. Okay, so the renal tubule begins with this double-walled cup-like structure called Bowman's capsule, and the combination of this Bowman's capsule and the glomerulus is Malpighian body or renal corpuscle. Okay, now moving to the next. After this, the tubule continues further to form a highly coiled network called proximal convoluted tubule. Okay, a hairpin shaped endless loop is the next part of the tubule, which has a descending and an ascending limb. The ascending limb continues as another highly coiled tubular region called distal convoluted tubule. You can see here in the diagram, this is highly coiled tubular part called proximal convoluted tubule. And after that, a hairpin shaped Henle's loop, which has descending limb and ascending limb. Then after that, again highly coiled tubular structure, distal convoluted tubule. So proximal convoluted tubule, Henle's loop and distal convoluted tubule. These are the other parts in renal tubule after Bowman's capsule. Now moving to the next. DCTs of many nephrons open into a straight tube called collecting duct. Many of such collecting ducts converge and open into renal pelvis through medullary pyramids in the calyces. Okay? Malpighian corpuscle, PCT and DCT of the nephron are situated in the cortical region of the kidney, whereas the loop of Henle tips into the medulla. Okay, so you can see here in the diagram, this is the collecting duct. Okay, many such structures converge and open into the renal pelvis through the calyces. Okay, now you can see here. Okay, here, these all collecting ducts converge and open into the renal pelvis through the calyces. Okay, and here the parts like Malpighian corpuscle, PCT and DCT, they are located in the cortex region. Okay, now, and the Henle's loop is located in the medulla region of the kidney. Okay, now you can see here, I repeat this once again. Malpighian corpuscle, PCT and DCT of the nephron are situated in the cortical region, whereas the loop of Henle dips into the medulla. Okay, now after this, in majority of nephrons, the loop of Henle is too short and extends only very little into the medulla. And such nephrons are called cortical nephrons. Okay? And in some of the nephrons, the loop of Henle is very long and runs deep into the medulla. These nephrons are called juxtamedullary nephrons. Important. I repeat this once again. In cortical nephrons, the loop of Henle is too short and extends only very little into the medulla. But in case of juxtamedullary nephrons, the loop of Henle is very long and runs deep into the medulla. Okay? After this, the efferent arteriole emerging from the glomerulus forms a fine capillary network around the renal tubule, and it is called peritubular capillaries. Important. I repeat this once again. The efferent arteriole emerging from the glomerulus forms a fine capillary network around the renal tubule called peritubular capillaries. A minute vessel of this network runs parallel to Henle's loop, forming a U-shaped vasa recta. Okay, vasa recta is absent or highly reduced in cortical nephrons. You can see here in the diagram. Okay, now, so this is a network of capillaries. Okay, now, surrounding the loop of Henle. And here you can see a minute vessel of this network runs parallel to the loop of Henle, and this is called vasa recta. Okay, now, so this is about today's session. If you are new to my channel, subscribe for more videos. If you liked it, share it with your friends. I'll be back with another video. Have a great day. Thank you all.